everybody's number one thing is like, can we work on it? Especially men. When a girl comes to them and says, hey, I ain't feeling this no more, bro. And then you are sitting here going, I made a lot of mistakes and she doesn't really want to work on it. Why? We spent so much time together. So understand when somebody says that they don't want to work on it, all it means is their attraction level is so low that they don't see themselves with you and they don't want to try. They don't want to try to raise it. They don't want to spend any more time with you. They want to be alone and they need space. There's multiple ways that women will say, I need some space from you. I need some time away from you. They say it like this. So what I want you guys to do is try your hardest to take the focus off of them and put it on you. Focus not on the relationship, but how you can improve yourself. And I know that this is going to be really fucking hard. And I say this in a lot of my videos, but it's the only thing that you can control. You can't control her actions. You can't do little dumb strategies to make her like pay attention to you, like posting on social media or any of that bullshit, because your focus is out here. You're going to be thinking about them nonstop. That's not something I can help you with. That's just the way that heartbreak works. But what I want you guys to do is read some books. Okay. So these, books are your best friend because they're literally somebody else's perspective on what they have gone through, and videos too, right? But what they've gone through during the same thing that you guys are going through. That's why I advocate reading so much. This book's called Declare War on Yourself. Okay. The author is Mark Summers. This book is literally about improving every area of your life. Read it. It is amazing. But the very first book I think every man should read is No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. I took the little fancy cover off because I like it nice and simple. No More Mr. Nice Guy by Robert Glover. Awesome, awesome book. Okay. Most guys need to read that book. Almost every guy should read that book. It should be a required reading in school. Let's get back to the way that things are. You're going to be focusing on them so much that it's going to be extremely consuming. It's going to be really, really hard for you. You're actually going to get sick of it. But the only thing, like I said, that you can control is how you show up. Show up in a manner, and I don't mean show up in front of her. I mean show up. Like, what can you control in your life today, right now? Right now, I'm making a video. I'm showing up to YouTube every day for you guys, gaining an audience, getting people to follow me, right? I show up every day. That's the one thing I can control. I can't control who watches it. I can't control how many people watch it. So I show up every day, gain trust, get you guys to trust me, and we move forward from there. So how are you guys going to show up? So everyone has a knowledge gap. I don't care who you are. Until you study women and relationships and breakups and self-development so much that you'll never have to really go through this again, or at least not as much, because you'll be so aware of how women are and how relationships work that you can understand her body language. You can understand what she's giving and taking from you. Then you're done. You don't need to do this all the time. Self-development is an ongoing thing forever, because like my weakest thing is diet. Like being an entrepreneur, I have so many different things going on. It sounds like an excuse, and it is really an excuse, and I shouldn't be saying this. But like when my diet's on point, I have more energy, but I fall into some bad habits, right? Over and over and over again. And those are things that I need to work on. So I think removing myself completely from certain environments is going to help me do that more. And when I come back to it, I'll come back to it with nice, fresh habits, because the habits are you, right? If you continuously focus on, the study of women and the study of relationships and breakups and how all this works, you're going to consume so much knowledge, and you're going to be, you're going to be so happy that you did, because in the end, you're going to be a stronger person. So think about this every day. Write it down on a piece of paper or maybe a whiteboard or something. Only you can control how you show up. Show up every day with the intention of self-development. And then in the end, if she does come back to you, right? If they do come back to you, whoever comes back to you, friends, family, whatever, people will want to gravitate towards you because you learn so much and you're a much stronger, better person, better version of yourself. Always be pushing for the best version of yourself. I do it through reading every day. I'm trying to develop my mind and business. Like I want to develop my business sense. And then hopefully in the future, I'll be able to focus more on diet, exercise, and doing all that properly, right? And as much, not everyone's the same, right? Everyone does things a little bit differently, and there's optimization to always be made. But I love reading, and I won't ever stop reading now. I wish I read more when I was younger, because I would probably be way more far ahead, right? So anyway, you can only control how you show up. So pick a book and read it 10 times. You don't even have to read it 10 times. Just read one chapter at a time over and over and over again until you understand it so well that you could recite it to somebody or teach it to somebody, right? Those are the things that you need to do. And I know it sounds really, really backwards and counterintuitive because you're like, well, I want strategies and tactics to make her come back to me. But you can't force that to happen, okay? You can't force it. You have to let them be. And if they return, then they actually, still have feelings towards you, and maybe they're willing to work on it. But you have to start over, and then you got to be the best version of yourself when you get back into their arms, right? That's it for this video. Tactical Soap is the sponsor. Bond is my favorite. Done.